Keyshawn Davis. You see what I'm saying? He was on the co-main event of Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson out at Madison Square Garden yesterday, January 31st. And Keyshawn Davis, man, absolutely destroyed Jamaine Ortiz and made a massive statement while doing so. And I ain't gonna lie, like I really thought that this fight would have been a lot more competitive, considering Jamaine Ortiz has given like every fighter he's fought was a tough fight for his opponents, or he even beat them. You see what I'm saying? Jamaine Ortiz did everything he could to try to figure out Keyshawn Davis throughout the fight, man. I seen him switching stances, the herky-jerky rhythm, the constant feints, trying to just scramble Keyshawn mentally, but none of it fazed him or was even close to knocking him off of his square. Keyshawn Davis looked great at the weight. You see what I mean? He looked just as big as Jamaine, if not bigger. Stayed calm, disciplined, kept that jab on Jamaine's head and body. Shots, Jamaine struggled to time defensively. You see what I mean? And followed up with quick, unpredictable 2 to 3 punch combinations that landed clean more times than not. And although, Jamaine Ortiz is tough, you know what I mean? He stood tough and durable. It all started to catch up in the later rounds. You see what I'm saying? This felt like something, to be honest, even though Jamaine is experienced, this is something that he's never before seen in his career. And it may have been a situation where he may have even underestimated Keyshawn Davis after claiming he wasn't near the best competition that he's faced lately. You know what I'm saying? But, in boxing, even if you don't believe it, you have to basically psych yourself out into thinking that every opponent you face, in the present, is the best that you've ever faced. Keyshawn boldly predicted the knockout. People thought that he was crazy, including myself, but he was manifesting it the whole time. Breaking Jamaine down systematically, dropping him with a perfectly placed body shot, then staying composed when he knows he has Jamaine hurt, talking a little trash to the corner and stuff like that, but he ultimately finished the job. You see what I mean? After the Edwin De Los Santos situation and the Nair Albright confrontation out in Norfolk, this win feels like a real turning point for Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? At 140 pounds, he could do some serious damage in a division that's heavily stacked. And with the talk of possibly moving up to 147 pounds for a potential mega fight against Devin Haney, who's already said he'd gladly take the fight, Keyshawn might be setting himself up for a huge 2026. You know what I mean? Hopefully, Jamaine Ortiz learns from this situation and comes back more dangerous, more experienced, more knowledgeable, because he may have just been in the ring with the sharpest fighter that he's seen thus far in his career. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Peace.